that eating just one hot dog could take 36 minutes off your life. Researchers saying it's, quote, largely due to the detrimental effect of processed meat.
What is ultra-processed food? It includes food that has undergone multiple industrial processes. In simpler terms, food that has been beaten to a pulp.
But a new study suggests eating junk food actually raises the risk of depression.
Ever thought about the hidden truths behind favorite snacks? The shocking production processes of popular foods might just make choices rethinkable. From potato chips to caviar, what goes on behind the scenes can be pretty surprising and sometimes a bit disturbing. Here are 15 of everyone's go-to foods that have unappetizing stories definitely worth knowing. Number 15, hot dogs. A staple at cookouts and ball games? Hot dogs carry a surprisingly unsettling backstory. It all begins with a slurry of mechanically separated meat. What does that even mean? Well, it's a blend of leftover pork, beef, and chicken scraps, all ground into a paste. And these aren't the prime cuts folks are excited about. It's the bits and pieces no one else wants. This unappetizing mixture gets flavored and then squeezed into casings, creating that classic hot dog shape we know so well. But hold on, the story doesn't stop there. To enhance their taste and give them that appealing fresh look, manufacturers mix in a cocktail of additives. Corn syrup? Sure, it adds a touch of sweetness, but nitrates are where things get dicey. These preservatives are linked to potential health risks, making what seems like a harmless treat at a cookout or a ball game a little more concerning. As the grill fires up and the aroma fills the air, it's easy to overlook what's really going on inside that bun. Each bite could be hiding a mix of questionable ingredients and additives that might not sit well with the health conscious. So while hot dogs might be the life of the party, the truth behind their production leaves a lot to chew on. Number 14, chicken nuggets. Often marketed as a kid-friendly favorite, chicken nuggets hide a secret that could turn stomachs. These bite-sized wonders are typically made from reconstituted meat, and that's just the beginning of the unsettling truth. Various parts of the chicken, including skin and connective tissues, get blended into a uniform paste. Yep, it's not just the juicy, tender meat everyone craves. It's all the bits and pieces most would rather forget about. Once that questionable mixture is ready, it gets shaped, breaded, and fried into those golden nuggets we can't resist. But wait, it gets even sketchier. The entire process involves a parade of preservatives and artificial flavors designed to cover up the less than appetizing origins. Those preservatives keep the nuggets looking fresh and appealing, while artificial flavors work overtime to make them taste like the chicken they're supposed to be. Ever wonder why every nugget tastes almost identical? It's those sneaky artificial flavors pulling the strings. It's all a bit of a shocker when the truth comes out. What seems like a fun snack is really a complicated mix that leaves the true essence of chicken far behind. Those golden nuggets might be a hit at the dinner table, but the story behind them is anything but appetizing. Number 13, imitation crab meat. Imitation crab meat, or surimi, is a whole different ballgame compared to the real deal. Ever wondered what it really is? It starts with pulverized white fish, like pollock, which sounds innocent enough until you realize how heavily processed it is. That bland fish gets pumped full of flavor, color, and even shaped to mimic the look of actual crab. But wait, that is not the end. This so-called seafood wonder isn't just fish. It often comes with a laundry list of added starches, sugar, and MSG. Why? To nail that desired taste and texture, of course. It's like a science experiment gone wild, far removed from the natural simplicity of real crab meat. What's the end result? A product that may look and taste somewhat like crab, but is a far cry from the fresh, sweet flavors of the ocean. Next time you see that imitation crab salad at a picnic, remember that it's not what it seems. It's all about appearances. Number 12, processed cheese. Those perfectly melted slices on your burger? Yeah, they're often far from pure cheese. What you're really biting into is processed cheese, and it's not the wholesome dairy delight it appears to be. This stuff is made by blending natural cheese with a cocktail of emulsifiers, preservatives, and artificial colorings. Talk about a makeover. Once that problematic mixture is created, it gets pasteurized to ensure it's uniform and shelf-stable. The result? A product that bears little resemblance to the delicious cheese that comes from happy cows. Instead of that rich, creamy goodness, you're getting a slice of something engineered to look and taste good, but is far removed from anything you'd find on a dairy farm. When sinking teeth into that burger topped with a gooey cheese slice, consider what's really melting between those buns. Number 11. Gelatin, the secret ingredient behind those gummy treats everyone loves munching on, has a background that's anything but appetizing. Derived from collagen, gelatin is extracted from the bones, skin, and connective tissues of animals, primarily cows and pigs. The process is a bit of a science experiment gone wrong. Raw materials are boiled down to extract the collagen, which then undergoes treatment with acid or alkali. After this, the mixture is filtered to create the gelling agent used in many sweets and snacks. It's hard to imagine that this slimy substance plays such a significant role in the dessert world, transforming everything from gummy bears to marshmallows into chewy delights. While those colorful desserts may look tempting, it's important to remember where that delightful jiggle comes from. The fun texture hides a reality that can be unsettling for some. That innocent-looking treat might just hold secrets that could change how it's viewed. Understanding the origins of gelatin can lead to a newfound awareness of what's really being enjoyed in those sugary creations. Number 10. Ramen. Everyone's favorite late night, especially in its instant form, raises serious eyebrows when the production process is scrutinized. Most instant ramen noodles undergo frying to dehydrate them, which adds unhealthy fats and relies on refined flour that lacks the nutritional benefits of whole grains. But the real culprit is the accompanying flavor packet, which is typically loaded with high sodium, artificial flavorings, and preservatives, often containing monosodium glutamate or MSG, which leads to health concerns. Many brands opt for low-quality wheat and fillers, resulting in a product that's far less nutritious. It's startling to realize that a single serving can sometimes exceed 1,500 milligrams of sodium, blowing past the recommended daily intake. For context, that's more than half of what most health guidelines suggest for an entire day. On top of all that, various additives are included to prolong shelf life and enhance flavor. But at what cost? Long-term consumption of these additives could lead to potential health issues that aren't worth the quick meal convenience. The allure of instant ramen is often overshadowed by its questionable ingredients and health implications. Number 9. Canned mushrooms. Canned mushrooms may seem like a quick and easy solution, but the convenience comes with a hidden cost. These mushrooms are often grown in environments designed for rapid production, which involves chemicals and additives to maintain their texture and color during the canning process. What looks appealing on the shelf masks a less appetizing truth. The taste and nutritional quality can be significantly altered compared to fresh mushrooms. Opening a can reveals a rubbery texture and a bland flavor that fails to deliver the earthy richness fresh mushrooms provide. The canning process strips away those vibrant flavors, resulting in a product that's far from satisfying. Preservatives and additives work overtime to keep them looking good. But at what expense? For culinary enthusiasts and home cooks alike, reaching for canned mushrooms can feel like a betrayal to the kitchen. Why settle for a lackluster alternative when the world of fresh mushrooms awaits? What seems like a shortcut can turn into a serious compromise on flavor and quality, leaving taste buds longing for the real deal. Number 8. Vegetable oil. Often seen as a kitchen staple, conceals unsettling truths behind its glossy exterior. Many common vegetable oils are extracted using chemical solvents like hexane, leaving behind residues that raise serious questions about what's lurking in that seemingly innocuous bottle. The refining process is where things get even more alarming. It involves bleaching and deodorizing, stripping the oil of beneficial nutrients, and transforming it into a heavily processed concoction that loses the wholesome qualities once associated with natural oils. What was once a vibrant, nutritious product is reduced to a bland substance that barely resembles its original form. Instead of delivering rich flavors and health benefits, these processed oils often serve as little more than a lifeless cooking medium. The appeal of vegetable oil diminishes dramatically once the truth about its journey from plant to bottle comes to light. Each pour might seem harmless, but the reality is that the convenience of vegetable oil comes at a steep cost, compromising both flavor and nutrition. With this knowledge, the use of vegetable oil in the kitchen could spark a culinary revolution, leaving taste buds craving the authenticity that has been stripped away. Number 7. Prepackaged salads. Might seem like a healthy choice, but it comes with a dark side too. Many of these salads use a mix of greens that are treated with chlorine to extend shelf life. While this process may keep the greens looking fresh, it can leave an unpleasant aftertaste that's hard to ignore and raises significant concerns about food safety. Even more alarming is the risk of mold and crawlers lurking in those prepackaged greens. When salads are sealed and stored for long periods, they become a breeding ground for unwanted bacteria and pests. Those once vibrant greens can harbor more than just nutrients. They may conceal hidden dangers that could spoil a meal before it even hits the plate. The convenience of grabbing a ready-to-eat salad can quickly turn into a gamble for one's health. With every bite, the potential risks associated with chlorine-treated greens overshadow the perceived benefits. The reality of their processing and the lurking threats may lead to reconsideration of prepackaged salads, leaving a sour taste that goes beyond just the aftertaste. Number 6. Frozen dinners. It may promise a quick and easy meal, but the reality behind those colorful boxes is often far less appealing. These meals frequently contain an ungodly amount of preservatives, artificial flavors, and unhealthy fats that raise serious concerns about what's going into that microwavable dish. Even the meat used in these dinners can be of low quality, sourced from cuts that would never make it onto a dinner plate in their raw form. And those vegetables? They're often over-processed, losing valuable nutrients in the process. What starts as a vibrant medley of ingredients can end up as a bland, lifeless concoction that barely resembles a home-cooked meal. With each frozen dinner popped into the microwave, the promise of an easy meal can turn into a disappointing experience. The ease of preparation might seem tempting, but the trade-off includes questionable ingredients and a lack of nutritional value. It's a disheartening truth. What could be a satisfying meal becomes a hodgepodge of processed components, leaving taste buds longing for something fresh and fulfilling. The next bite might feel less like a treat and more like a reminder of everything that's missing from the plate. Number 5. Processed juices. These juices often raise alarm bells about their production methods and overall quality, transforming what should be a refreshing beverage into a questionable concoction. Most begin their journey as fresh fruit, but the transformation starts with a shocking process. Water is stripped away, leaving a concentrated mass that loses both flavor and essential nutrients. This concentrated juice is then reconstituted with water, creating a product that can taste more artificial than authentic. To mask the truth and enhance flavor, these juices are frequently packed with a sinister array of additives, including artificial flavors, sweeteners, and preservatives that compromise any semblance of natural taste and health benefits. Even those so-called 100% fruit juices can harbor shocking levels of natural sugars, while many processed juice drinks are laden with added sugars, resulting in excessive calorie intake devoid of the fiber that whole fruits provide. The juicing process obliterates pulp and skins, robbing consumers of the vital digestive benefits of fiber. Adding insult to injury, the quality of fruit used can be downright alarming, with lower quality or overripe fruits making their way into the blend, tainting the final product's taste. As juices undergo oxidation during processing and storage, flavor changes and nutrient degradation ensue, leaving a product that quickly loses its vitality once opened. Many brands boldly market their juices as natural or fresh, leaving consumers blissfully unaware of the hidden truths lurking behind the label. Number 4. Sweetened yogurt. Commercial sweetened yogurt is often flaunted as the go-to healthy snack, but the truth is far more scandalous. These so-called nutritious cups are loaded with excessive sugars that turn what could be a wholesome treat into a guilty pleasure. Those yummy flavors? Yeah, they're often hiding a bunch of artificial additives that totally compromise what yogurt is supposed to be. Instead of enjoying the simple goodness of natural yogurt, people are being duped into eating something that looks more like dessert than a health food. And that rich, creamy texture? It's not all from wholesome ingredients. It's thanks to thickeners and stabilizers that raise serious eyebrows about what's really in there. Each spoonful can lead down a slippery slope where the sweet taste cleverly masks the reality of processed ingredients that take away from any real health benefits. The bright packaging might scream guilt-free treat, but hidden sugars and additives are just waiting to mess with overall well-being, leaving a not-so-great aftertaste. This once-loved probiotic superstar is just another victim in the relentless hunt for flavor over quality, with everyone blissfully unaware of the sneaky nutritional compromises lurking in their favorite snack. Number 3. Caviar. Caviar, that fancy little treat that screams luxury and indulgence, hides a pretty shocking secret behind its glamorous facade. Traditionally harvested from sturgeon eggs, getting this delicacy on the plate is far from a walk in the park for the fish. Sturgeons often face brutal fates, with many killed or put through invasive procedures just to snag their eggs. A staggering number of these majestic fish suffer or die, and it's a real downer. The hunt for caviar has led to a jaw-dropping decline in sturgeon populations, all thanks to overfishing and habitat loss. Many species are now classified as endangered, making this once coveted delicacy taste a bit bitter, if not guilt-ridden. The farming practices behind caviar can be downright scandalous. Unsustainable methods often mean the use of nasty chemicals and antibiotics that don't just harm the fish, but also wreak havoc on the environment. Sure, a few producers are trying to go green, but the caviar scene is still tarnished by its shady reputation for cruelty and environmental degradation. Every bite of this so-called luxury treat comes with a hefty side of ethical baggage, turning the experience into a dilemma that's hard to digest. Number 2, prepackaged baked goods. Those mouth-watering cookies and cakes that practically beg to be snatched off store shelves are not as innocent as they look. Sure, they look super cute and promise an instant sugar rush, but once the truth comes out, it's a whole different tale. These sweet treats are crammed with artificial sweeteners, trans fats, and a crazy long list of preservatives designed to make them taste good and last longer. What seems like a quick snack could actually be a sneaky health disaster. Forget about that homemade vibe. These goodies are a far cry from anything fresh out of grandma's oven. That rich flavor, it often comes from a mix of chemical additives that make you wonder if indulging is really worth it. Word is spreading and more people are starting to catch on to the dark side of these packaged delights, realizing their beloved cookies are more like guilty pleasures than anything wholesome. As gossip about hidden ingredients circulates, the charm of grabbing a pre-packaged dessert starts to wear off. Who knew that cute little package could be hiding such sketchy stuff? Number 1, potato chips. The crunchy snack that everyone loves comes with a not-so-appetizing backdrop that's worth knowing. Those crispy delights might be satisfying, but the process behind them raises some serious red flags. First off, potatoes are often doused in pesticides and chemicals, leaving behind some pretty nasty residues that don't exactly scream healthy. Once they're harvested, those spuds get sliced up and thrown into unhealthy oils that can contain trans fats. Yikes! The recipe doesn't end there. The frying process can produce harmful compounds like acrylamide, which has been linked to cancer. Talk about a buzzkill. As if that weren't enough, many chip manufacturers also load up on artificial flavorings, preservatives, and way too much salt to make them taste irresistible and last longer on the shelves. The mass production of these snack staples can lead to waste, which is another issue that's hard to ignore. So while potato chips might be the go-to snack for movie nights and road trips, the truth behind their production might make some think twice before reaching for that bag. With all these hidden dangers, is that next crunch really worth it? What are your thoughts on the shocking truth behind the foods we love? Would you still like to munch on one of those? Let us know in the comments. If you liked the video, hit the like button and subscribe for more content that reveals the realities of what we eat. Thanks for watching.